Okay, 284 is what India has managed in their 50 overs. Actually, how ODI cricket has been played in the last few years, it does seem like a well below par total, because we've gotten accustomed to seeing 300 plus total. That's been the norm. I mean, 350 also to an extent has become a norm. So suddenly when you have a sub 300 sort of a total, you look at it with raised eyebrows, as you're going to do today. But it could have been much less than that had it not been for an outstanding inning by KL Rahul, notching up 112 not out. That has propelled India to a respectable 284. The day started with, I remember the comments at the toss, and there was some suggestion that maybe 350 plus could be the total that you could get on this belter of a track. But I think the pitch played out very different to what many had perceived will be a good batting pitch. So wasn't really ideal for batting as well. Proved to be a bit tricky, as we realized during India's innings. So is 284 good enough or not? That's something that we'll talk. Where do you want to start? Let's start with Kamal Lajawab Rahul.
Brilliant KL Rahul. I mean, yeah, truly fantastic knock. First 100 for him after 2 years. 2.5 years. I mean, the last time it was in Diwali in 2023.
Clearly, as a
Netherlands.
For scoring centuries on festivals, there's Makar Sankranti we're celebrating. And Diwali was the last time he scored a century.
Yeah, that way there'll be a festival every 4th day in India.
That is true. 12-year long is 12-month long, rather.
Yeah, you'll find something or the other.
It's good.
No, it is good. It is good.
Every festival, if
but
you
these
get
are two big festivals, to be fair.
Absolutely.
It was some Janam Divas or something or the other.
Is always there, without fail.
Yeah.
So
But these are two big festivals. Talking about the Holland game, I know on the face of it, this is what we were discussing, on the face of it, it does look like a long gap, 2.5 year gap since he's gotten 100. But let's also not lose sight of the fact that he bats mostly number 6, on occasions number 5 in the Indian ODI setup. And with the way ODIs are panning out, if you're not batting in the top 3, because that's where all the malai is.
yeah.
If you're top 3, you are notching up runs, as is the case in majority of teams in ODI cricket. Those are the ones that enjoy, and then the rest of them have to make do with dessert.
Just a couple of days back, I think we were doing the dugout. One of the users just asked, when has KL Rahul contributed?
Ashish Dar.
Yeah, Ashish
That
Dar.
was a very surprising comment, considering he's mostly batting lower down the order and his contributions can't be quantified.
And this is Shane saying all of this.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Can't be easy for him.
right upstairs.
No, fairly easy.
Right upstairs, just before we were coming down, and he was closing in on his 100 then. And most people were singing praises. And like, even here, colors have changed, and somebody was like, no, but you got Shane now, who's a critic. I said, no, can I tell you, he too has changed his tune.
And I think in ODI cricket, I've had no doubts about him since 23. 23 was when I remember Pant had just had the accident in December, end of 2022. He got that chance. And since then, I think in fact, I've defended him, saying people say, oh, why can't you play Pant? But why should you play Pant when he's been performing so well as the wicketkeeper batter? There should be no debates whatsoever about his role.
People talk about team players, and there are others who get attributed as the perfect team players for this particular team. But nobody talks about KL Rahul. KL Rahul, you've seen KL Rahul open, you've seen KL Rahul bat at 4 if there was ever a need. You've seen KL Rahul bat at number 5 through the World Cup. Through the Champions Trophy, you saw him bat at number 6. In bilaterals, you've seen him now bat at number 6. Come today, he's batting at number 5. Scores a century. I don't know for somebody who's the only other player besides the Virat Kohli to average more than 75 in the last 3 years.
No?
It would have really notched up now.
And plus that name is like that, yeah.
Rahul. Naam to sune.
They have to sacrifice.
You have to do something.
They have to be team players. They have to sacrifice for the cause of the team.
Whether Dravid or KL.
Anyone, Rahul.
You have to do something out of the box to not succeed.
And both have to prove themselves as batter by donning the gloves.
Exactly. Yeah.
Both are from also Karnataka.
Also.
So many parallels.
Absolutely. See, he's not yet been dismissed in 2026. 2 games, he still remained unbeaten. 29 of 21, 112 of 92, strike rate of 125. Batting at number 5.
The second week of this year, and Siddharth made it sound like we are already 3 months into 2020.
You are, see, if he stays unbeaten even in the 3rd ODI, he's staying unbeaten until July. You don't play ODIs till then.
That's a good one.
For 6 months.
Yeah. He won't have an average for 6 months.
Unbeaten in ODI cricket.
He won't have an average for 6 months in 2026. Look at it. That's the way. Look, if it was not for KL's 112, I mean, 284 on a very sluggish, low Rajkot wicket could very well seem like 315, 320 because there's no dew. There is no dew in Rajkot at this way. It's quite hot there. As you saw, KL was kind of like trying to cope up with the heat. He was sweating a bit. He was getting some drinks that was there. So that's why it's hot. So there is no dew in Rajkot. It will be very tough for the New Zealand to chase this total down. Traditionally, when you look at it in Rajkot, this is an anti-chasing venue. You can't chase in this venue
it's
properly.
a back first venue. So
Yes.
that's why I remember we were discussing also at the toss. I know that modern convention suggests, let's chase. This is a ground where there's enough scientific reason. Let's leave aside the records, which can change over time, but dew never is a factor here. Chasing
This
makes
time
no
of the
sense.
year, no dew.
No.
The
Even during
conditions
Uttarayan,
are
it's
saying
not a
so,
big
it's
factor.
just so pleasant.
Because till I know because there were games happening in Jaipur, so I'm getting as close as possible to Gujarat. There was dew even in Rajasthan.
Yeah, but Jaipur again comes in the
Northern belt.
not just northern belt, desert also. So the night temperatures do tend to fluctuate
Yeah.
wildly.
Yeah.
So that can contribute to dew factors.
Yeah. It's Bikaner. I mean, Rajasthan also, there's been the weather's cold and there is dew, there's everything. But you're saying Rajkot is...
Rajkot, yeah, hardly you will see any kind of, I mean, your minimum will come to about 1918. That is hardly...
1918 gets you dew, but depends again if there's
Depends.
moisture around. It's always not down to the temperature.
Kutch and Saurashtra are always dry when you have to look at the weather there. It's always less humidity. It is like not so much of dew. So that's why chasing becomes tougher. That's the problem in Saurashtra, in Rajkot. So that's why I think looking at the nature of the dismissals that were there, so many deliveries stopped, so many deliveries stayed low. The Virat dismissal, the Jadeja dismissal, Rohit also, he struggled for timing. He struggled to rotate strike.
But that I think was down to some good bowling by New Zealand fast bowlers. I think that first spell, especially Kyle Jamieson, was unplayable. I think the first two overs
were
that he bowled
maidens.
were maiden.
Yeah.
Even after that, he was bang on the money. So, and also I saw with both Fox and
Christian
Kyle,
Clark, yeah.
both were getting the ball to move.
Yeah.
Really move. So the ball was moving in the air.
Clark was really, even that Kohli dismissal, while you can question Kohli for reading the line wrong, wasn't perhaps the kind of delivery which you would want to nudge past the fielder on the inside. But you could see that the bowler, with the way that the arm went in, he was looking for that in-swinger of sorts. It wasn't really, yes, there was a little bit of movement off the deck, but Virat perhaps a bit miscalculated.
This was November
shot as
19th all over again.
But that moment the ball wasn't moving as much as it did in the first 7-8 overs.
Yeah.
The ball was
Exactly.
There was a lot of movement in the air at that time, and at that moment you had Fox and
Christian
and
Kyle Jamieson.
Yeah, these two, they were getting the ball to move a lot.
Well, usually I think that's also another trait of Rajkot. Early on, you will get the ball to move a bit. After that, it kind of settles down. So it was kind of expected, played out, and credit to them, they did manage to get the ball to talk rather nicely.
I think it could have been very different had Shubman Gill not got out against the run of play. I think he was looking in tremendous form. I think he's had hit a few boundaries in the last 10 odd deliveries before that. I think that was just got carried away that everything he was hitting in the middle, scoring runs, and that particular delivery gets out. After that,
Both games he's gone against the run of play and both on 56.
Oh, yeah.
Both innings he scored 56. And again, when you look at the shot, I mean, he was trying to be aggressive. But same, in Baroda also he tried to be aggressive, but then he hold out to mid-off. Here also, he just could not get going at that point. He was just batting like a dream. I mean, 56 or 53, he's only among the two guys who got a strike rate in excess of 100.
Absolutely.
Look good today, but then again, against the run of play.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good is an understatement.
Better than Rohit when you have
Way
to look
better.
at...
Again, we were talking about this at the toss as well, that Shubman, while he got that 50 in Vadodara, but it wasn't the most clinical 50 or the one that he would really be very pleased with as a batter.
Didn't look that much in rhythm.
Exactly. It took time for him to get to, it was a lot of labor for him to get to those 50 runs. It wasn't
Today also actually, that start, both Rohit and Gill, I think they had played about 20 odd deliveries. I think 5 runs.
5 runs, yeah. 3 overs, some 5 runs only they had
But
scored.
that day added pressure because there was somebody like a Rohit then who was still getting some sort of boundaries going. Today, no one really. But once the ball really started to come onto the bat, the way that Gill progressed was good to see. He'll be happy. Ultimately, see, we remember these nitty-gritties at the moment, scratchy 50, this 50, that 50. 2 months later, or maybe 6 months later, because 2 months, 3 months, you're only watching T20 cricket, you will be looking at a healthy average for him, all these 50 plus scores, which will hold him in good stead, especially because of the noise around him that's been there of late.
I mean, looking at the way how Shubman Gill, the captain, has stepped up with the bat. See, there was criticism of his captaincy in the first game because he allowed the game to just drift. That's why New Zealand managed.
A couple of questionable tactical decisions.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was down to Gill or the coach or whoever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Those were questionable decisions.
But I think Gill, if he does well with the bat, his tactics seem to be spot on in the field also. If he's under pressure with the bat, he makes tactical mistakes also. I mean, look at it. England, he got most of his tactics right because he was doing well with the bat. The one place where he didn't get form with the bat and his tactics also went all over the place was Lord's, which you lost in a chase of 191. But then apart from that, on every other
But he was good
surface,
with the bat.
except Lord's.
Lords he was.
Only Lords. But then apart from that, tactically and with the bat, he was great everywhere else. So that's why Gill needs a good run with the bat. Only then he can have good tactics as a captain when he's setting the field or trying to rotate the bowlers. So
He's got Rohit and Virat now.
And he's admitted to leaning on them. So
who won't lean on
And
them?
part of the still invested, very active in terms of ODI planning, as we now know.
Sudhanshu Kotak said.
Yeah,
nice
he did.
change of tune
Whose change of tune?
of Mr. Kotak.
What did he say earlier?
Previously, there was all that talk about there was during the
Press
ODI series
conference
against
in
South
South Africa,
only.
yeah.
No, we can't be talking about their involvement. From talking about not talking about
Oh, I
their
missed that.
involvement
So
in
what
a,
was it? Sorry.
So that was again is the same line which had been bandied about by everyone, saying that it's too early to talk about 2027. It's a long way off. Why are we thinking that far ahead? To now saying, they're key, crucial members and they're helping with the plan seems like a volte-face, to use the term. It seems like it to me. Because even I was like, 2 months back you were saying, why talk about 2027? Now you're saying, the integral parts of planning.
And
so it's a change of
there was a
tune.
categorical mention of them working closely with Gautam Gambhir as far as future plans are concerned, taking the game
that
forward.
also struck me as very interesting.
Yeah.
Considering all the rift rumors.
Yeah.
Very
The
interesting that gets mentioned.
construct of each sentence was very interesting yesterday.
New year, new dynamics.
Have we noticed enough of Rohit and Virat chipping in with suggestions on the field?
On the field, in previous series, yes, I
No,
remember.
I'm talking about this particular series.
It's only one match
One
old.
match.
We'll
also-
see more of it today, maybe.
I mean, I remember seeing it in that the Australia series where that one time Rohit told Harshit Rana, slip liner, and then he got him out from slip. Only.
Sydney. if
That
I'm
was
not
Sydney.
mistaken,
That was the
yeah.
match where he performed well with bat and ball.
Yeah, he did. So that was the one instance which, but I think you'll
South
see.
Africa?
Yeah, we saw Rohit amping up the boys a lot and also taunting the South Africans, doing all the dances, the Nagin dances and everything. So he's doing his
Kohli
part.
always is aggressive, always will give inputs.
He's not only aggressive. At times, I feel like he's doing. I can't use the term on air, but he is actually just involved in like child's play on the field. So he's just having fun. That one time he was running like Haaland with the
Yeah.
He's also in mimicking Arshdeep.
Arshdeep, yeah.
No, that was in practice.
Practice,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm talking
practice.
about this. No, I'm not talking about that. There were a couple of years back. This is in the T20 setup. He was on the bench for one match and he came out with the bottles.
Yes.
And he was running like how Erling Haaland runs.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Arshdeep he did in
Recent
practice.
Practice,
the nets.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
see,
also, yeah, I think we
Virat
what
poor
you
form or
wanted to use.
Virat poor form or great form, these antics have always continued. I mean,
Which is good.
Which is
see.
good, yeah.
At least he should be himself.
He should
He's
have
such
fun.
an entertainer. I'm telling you, if he hadn't been a cricketer,
he should have been in the movies.
Could have been a good comedian.
No, he'd been
He-
good in Kapil Sharma. show.
He'd be giving Kapil Sharma a run for his money.
Yeah, or one of the characters alongside Sunil Grover and all.
Yeah.
He would have had a segment too.
He
And
should.
It would have been brilliant.
Yeah, he would have.
And Ishan Sharma mimicking the.
Everyone. You know, he did-
That memory is like
See, I
rent
tell
free in
you,
the head.
You know, but Ishan, again, a lot of people who mimic, no, they try to get the voice,
Voice,
and all right.
yeah.
And he did that with Ishan. You know where his beauty was?
Body language.
Very mimicked Yuvraj Singh. Because
Ah.
he did not mimic the thing, he mimicked the body language.
Body language, yes.
And that is what Sunil Grover does when. So, what do we love Sunil Grover? It's not that he's a lot of these these duplicates, as we call them. They get the voice perfect.
Voice perfect.
But not
yeah.
mannerisms.
But Sunil Grover is not the guy who will get the voice perfect. He gets close to the voice, but he's not a voice artist.
Yeah, he is not.
His thing is the acting, the mannerism, the expressions, the pauses. I mean, just nails it. And I
Nails
think that is what Virat did
Yeah.
with Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj
Then he's
Singh.
saying that when he had that cancer and he would... It was just brilliant.
He just was, gasping all the time, and he wasn't able to send the.
They would stand also like that.
Another good one was when you're talking about his actions or mimicking actions. He perfectly did Harbhajan Singh's actions in a Nets thing. Perfectly, like right from the white thing, the run up, everything was. I'm like, my good God, exactly the same.
And even the follow through, I remember.
Yeah.
Bhaji would be like
and
this.
in fact, he was doing it because Bhaji was on commentary. So he was just talking to Bhaji and he just did the action to get a laugh out of him.
That's why I'm saying we do not like the version of Virat Kohli who keeps to himself.
The somber one.
Yeah. He should be out there, more out there, expressing himself, because that is such an entertainment.
Or if he could just take a liking to social media a little
Or
more.
yeah, why can't he be like
Arshdeep.
or whatever?
Or Shikhar Dhawan.
Or Shikhar Dhawan. He'll make brilliant reels.
Oh, viral. Always. All the time.
Maybe after he retires, he might be.
No chance.
I don't think so.
He
I
likes
think
his reclusive life, I feel.
Yeah.
The more scrutiny, the
good
more
for
reclusive.
MS. Let MS be like that.
Reclusive
Yeah.
London life.
Wherever. He's just, even if he's in India, he's not going to be.
He's
We'd
barely
love to
posting
see
reels.
Yeah.
this skill of his.
Even Rohit, in that sense, he's also pretty reclusive. In
No, Rohit is not that much. And Rohit's humor is more dry and very
straight.
He's not like that talent that Virat has. My God.
I remember Virat talking about.
Context, that'll be very bad.
Yeah. People just chop this bit.
Yeah, no. You know what I mean.
Of course.
Twitter's a buzz then. 2 days.
I mean, look at the way how Virat described that one incident of Jadeja in his own hometown. There are two towers which seem to be moving an inch.
Yeah, tower.
Yeah, ये हर साल होता है.
घोड़े की टांग ऊपर जाएगी.
ये नीचे जाएगी.
What did it say? राई के जितना
it moves.
It moves.
And you're playing in his home ground anyways.
Nah.
Exactly.
We're building in the Desi Lords.
Yes, Kanderi. It's a nightmare to get there. I'm telling you, if you're in the city center, to get there is no vehicles. You have to wait on the highway for a couple of hours to get you to the main city
How
center.
far is it?
It is about 20-25 kilometers from the city center. It's that far. I had covered a Vijay Hazare game there about 12 years ago. So it was a good stadium, good facilities, but to get there.
The spaceship was there that time.
Yes, the spaceship was there at that time. So yes, and I got lost in a hole. Yeah. I asked, where is the way to the media center? You have to go past that hole. Hole? I'm trying to look for a hole in the wall. I'm like, where is the hole? Arey sir, 20 by 20 foot ka hole. Hall. 20 by 20 foot ka hall. Okay. So
Are you
this
saying
hall.
it was a very big hole?
It was a big hall. So I went there and I finally found about 20 minutes the press box. Where is that hole I'm seeing in the wall? I can't find it. Then it's a hall. I'm like, well done.
The accent.
It's completely that story. You remember that scene from Kal Ho Na Ho?
Exactly.
Gujarati.
I couldn't quote the other instance of it.
Yeah.
This is in itself.
Acha, GU, GGU, JJU.
Yeah,
That one. Oh God. Please, let's not get there. Yeah.
That's come out of the.
It has. So. But did you get November 19th vibes with the Virat Kohli dismissal?
Yes, I did. In fact, but again gets caught in almost the same region.
Yeah.
And then the Virat Kohli dismissal. I'll be honest, yes, 19th November did come to my mind.
Exactly. The Dikshita V is saying, Jaddu no use in ODIs. Ouch. Get Daryl Mitchell ASAP or he'll be number one. Yeah. But Jaddu, if he does well with the ball, then I think we have to hold on to that
There's going to be
opinion.
question marks more and more, especially when you said
Aksar.
Exactly.
Better bat.
I need a better bat.
Better bat and gives you the same skill with the ball. So
Yeah.
Like for like.
Exactly.
And one other thing that Jaddu brings to the table is his fielding, but then Akshar is not a bad fielder at all.
Very good
He's
finisher.
he's improved leaps and bounds in the past 2 years.
That Mitch
Yeah.
March catch.
Marsh catch.
March, if it wasn't for that catch, the match was
T20
going
World
away.
Cup.
Yeah.
St. Lucia. Yep. Pranit Datta, while world is against KL, he keeps scoring in the ODIs. I think post Roko, he'll be the linchpin in ODIs. In T20s, questions will remain, but ODI, he's
I agree.
special.
I agree.
But Pranit, I don't know why the world is against him. I mean, we here have been backing him. I think 2 days ago we did a dugout, and I think in that dugout we concluded that he's in the last 3 years or so been the absolute MVP for India in
Yeah.
ODI cricket.
Behind Kohli in wins, he's the has the second best average.
But what we concluded was that he probably is the MVP even ahead of Kohli because of where
Very
he's
bad.
batting.
Where he's batting.
Exactly.
Yeah. He is.
In top 3, you've got to look at runs slightly differently.
Obviously,
And you
because
know,
they're getting
Also, the adaptation to the new role, I would say, since you've made him bat at number 6, things are going hunky dory in the World Cup. Everything was just fine. Everyone was in form. Lesser deliveries you face when you're at 6. People tend to forget that quick fire 40 that he got in Australia as well of some 20 odd deliveries. Again, everything was stacked against him at that time, and suddenly now from being that bridge, you're also, with being that bridge, you also have to be that impetus provider as well. Really doing everything that this team is asking for right now. It's the Delhi Capitals effect, I'm telling you.
you weren't too happy when he came.
I was extremely happy.
Acha,
Prithvi
Shashwat.
He was unhappy about Prithvi Shaw,
Ha.
which I kind of get.
No, which is now.
Now.
KL to came earlier. No, I was remembering at that time. It was Shashwat. who was-
I always knew he's guaranteeing you runs. 140 strike rate, there's always a couple of players.
140 strike rate, 135 is what Virat was also getting.
Yeah, exactly. If you guaranteed about 400, 500 runs from a batter, you'll
Plus,
take.
last year he was superb.
No,
Yeah.
but he's also got a 14 ball half century or something.
Yeah. For Punjab Kings.
Punjab.
Yeah. So even last year he hit 100. I think it was in the losing cause. Delhi Capitals last year he hit 100. I think it was against GT, if I'm
He
not
also had
mistaken.
that good knock against Bengaluru.
Bengaluru, of course.
Ah,
Yeah.
My.
Mera ground hai.
Ye mera ground. KL contributed.
We never said when is KL. I think,
It was some other family member.
was it? I don't know.
I have a
somebody
very
was-
strong feeling. I'm sorry, Ashish, if I got your.
But someone definitely did.
Someone definitely did, yes.
And
yes.
not once, twice, 2, 3 KL Rahul pointed questions over there.
Yeah. So, Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan saying, Nikhil bhai, Gill was set today. He should have gone big. That lazy half pull gets him out always.
True.
Jadeja has to deliver a match-winning spell, otherwise his place is debatable with Akshar.
I don't think it's debatable. I think Akshar right now is the better option. Sad reality is that only.
Lazy half pull. Why is everybody taking him back to November 19th? Lazy half pull against Mitchell Stark. He hold out to Adam Zampa at mid-on. Today, Virat tried to guide it to third man inside edge, chopped it back on. I mean, are you sure it's January 14th and not November 19th today?
I hope the result is different.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what I was saying. See, again, that half pull, which is like a jab that he hits, also fetches him a lot of runs. I remember in this game only, I think, couple of boundaries I remember he got through.
Yeah.
That same shot. I think just the ball before he had got a boundary, and then 2-3 balls before that also he had got a boundary. He was in great flow. So, and you know what happened? He overpitched that delivery, he got whacked for it.
Yeah.
Jameson, I think, got him out of overpitch, got thing. I'm just looking at the game, I knew next delivery, Jameson's going to go short of length. 100%. I knew that short of length. So, you know that's exactly what he's going to do. Me as a layman sitting outside, I knew that he'll correct his length for sure. Next ball he's correcting his length. He's realized he's gone a bit. And you know that's going to happen. That's the only place that you will aim at getting runs at, because you can see that gap between mid wicket and long on. You're going for that, and there the fielder, you hit him straight. So it is just like the easiest thing or the simplest plan that a bowling team can have, and you've actually walked into it. That's my point. All you need is not that he as I said today, and see, this is the difference what a Virat Kohli and others have. When Virat is in flow, like Gill was in today, he knows today he will not lose focus. Virat, what does he do? Today I'm in flow, I'm timing everything. I'm not going to give an easy dismissal. I'm not going to lose focus. So most of the time he's concentrating. In Gill's case, what happened? Sometime when you are in flow like you are, you lose focus of concentrating that much. You think everything I'll hit. So you just allow your instincts to take over, and that's what he did. The shot, tuck, jab, there's a fielder waiting, takes the catch, done. Slight bit of awareness is what is missing. I think that might, with time, comes, or you have to be very special. I think that's what made Sachin's and the Virats so special. That on the day their time, in Gill's case, he just gave them a gift.
Yeah, 256 in that sense. Anshu Mishra, Nick sir, I had said that Sunil Grover is the most talented human on the planet. Just now when he portrayed Amir and Gulzar, the real Gulzar and Amir started looking like duplicates. Unreal, man.
Absolutely right. I completely agree with Anshu Mishra. He is one of the most talented actors that you have.
Yes, indeed.
That Amir Khan thing was also mind. See, it's not just, again, as I said, not the voice, not that he got his voice. His like, he pulls the kurta like Amir would, or that smile, or the pauses.
Yeah, the pauses,
or the faced expressions. Is
superb.
Incredible. His power. Firstly, that you need a power of observation like his to pick those things, and then to be able to. He makes it. It's not, and also it's not always a rehearsed act, right? Because these things happen naturally. Like you're saying a line, somebody else reacts, then you have to react. He just imbibes it so much that he's living it. Like he's just become that. He just keep doing it like that, as if he's that. He just forgets who he is, and he just becomes that person.
So you got Weber Pal now asking two important questions. Why is KL Rahul, the ODI batter, so different from KL Rahul, the Test batter, irrespective of conditions? And number two, will the third ODI in Indore be the end of Ravi Jadeja in ODIs?
If he doesn't do well and you got an ODI series in 6 months afterwards, too little time, then you're then seriously into ODI World Cup preparation mode. A tough call will have to be taken.
I think you already have evidence. If you want to move forward and after the T20 World Cup gets done away with, you're only focusing, as you say, on ODI cricket. 12 months, if you're looking at giving somebody a sustained run, and if you see there is a reason to look at somebody else, then Akshar Patel is your answer. And yeah, you may just.
Okay, what if he doesn't do well with the bat but does well with the ball? What do you do then?
No, I think that, see, right now what they've been doing, they play Akshar in one series, Jadeja in one series. They'll have to go one way. After the T20 World Cup is done, and depending, again, it's different format, depending on what Akshar does, and even next series in June or whatever he plays. So maybe there could be a series where both are picked in the squad, and then you, in that series, decide. But I don't think it's too far-fetched that probably you might have Akshar, and if he has a good T20 World Cup, that he fits in naturally in the ODI setup. I have a feeling that may be the case.
If Jadeja doesn't perform in Indore, simple, he's out. He can't fit into the scheme of things if an Akshar is really barging and knocking on the door.
And he is. The thing is, he is. He's been doing well in the IPL. In T20s, he's your de facto first choice post batter and bowler. Was giving more contributions in recent times than what Jadeja was the fag end of his T20 career.
Akshar, the batter, is more clutch than Jadeja, the batter.
True.
Akshar is...
T23 IPL.
No, but then I'm talking about overall ICC events and ODI bilaterals also. Akshar, the batter, is more clutch than Jaddu.
The other question also is asked.
Why does KL look so different in ODIs as compared to Tests?
It's not easy. See, again, I repeat, KL's the same guy who's got a 50 in T20 cricket in 14 balls. He's the same guy who's got centuries in England and South Africa. Such different skills are needed to perform both these tasks that I just mentioned, and he's managed to achieve it. So he's a rare kind of batter in that sense. There are not too many who can do these two things, right? Complete different ends of the spectrum, and he's managed to do it. I think consistency has been his. I don't think anyone has any doubt about his talent in Test cricket. I think consistency has been his issue. He's flattered to deceive. He gets you that one good knock and then goes to sleep for a few matches and then wakes up again. That's been the issue. I think that's more mental than technical.
The problem is also, see, in ODIs, how often has he been shuffled around? You've seen for the past 3 years he's been batting at number 5 or number 6.
Yeah, but ODI is not the issue. He's talking about why.
But in Tests, he's been shuffled so much. From opener to then number 5, number 6, then again number 3, number 4.
No, but even when he's got his consistent runs as an opener also, there have been times where I expected much more from him. Suddenly he looks so good, gets you 100 and you think, oh, now
No,
But then-
look at the Australia series, the way it started for him.
Correct.
Yes, in that I agree
England
with
as well.
Siddharth's
He had a good
logic.
series in England, the last
Yeah,
series.
I agree with
Fantastic.
Siddharth's.
And also good starts.
Yeah.
Convert them into big.
See, he's a
Same in
Sena.
Australia.
Yes, he's a Sena
Australia
legend.
again.
KL Rahul is a Sena legend. I mean, not many people score consistently in South Africa. He's done it. England also, prior to that 2025 series, he's done well there also. Australia was the one place where he struggled from 2015, but he course corrected in the previous BGT, although not to that big an extent.
His problem has been mental inconsistency. The only thing. The only thing. Because it's not like he doesn't have the ability. It's just that in T20s, it became a joke that anytime he was opening, you are playing a T19.
Yeah.
Because he'd end up playing out one
over.
over as a...
Oh, and on top of that, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, KL hasn't suffered a major injury since 2023 or 2024,
No,
right?
he's been relatively injury free.
Yeah.
That's a good...
Prior to that, look at the list of injuries he had.
Since he came back in that Asia Cup, 23.
Yeah, he's been fine.
injured.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
Prior to that, he had so many injuries to get back into rhythm. When he was getting back, suddenly he would have another injury.
And then suddenly he would also get shuffled, no?
Yes.
The problem has always been shuffling. If you look at his variety of positions, it's been all across in all formats. That's true for T20s also.
Correct.
People tend to forget he's one of your few batters who has centuries across formats.
Yes, he does.
It's a
I think he'll
very,
retire with a very
it's a
underrated
very
legacy.
elite list to be a part of.
That's what I'm saying. When he has such high,
But his lows
He
are
has
equally-
spectacular highs, but he has spectacular lows.
See, he could never settle into a consistent groove. Like on a worse day or on a bad day for Kohli, if he's patched through and doesn't quite find his rhythm, he'll get you a 60-70.
no, because he labor hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing with the KL is if he's
Grind
having
it.
that sort of an innings, then it's that 50 in...
See, this
November
is his
19th.
best patch that he's had from 23 onwards till now. ODIs, this is his best patch.
Even in tests, I would argue even in tests.
But again, that inconsistency was
Yeah,
far more than the
and
good
shuffling
patch.
around. Remember,
Yeah. Australia don't
after
remind
the
me.
Australia series, I would say since the England series now. So how many matches has it been? You've played 5 over there.
5 year 10.
Exactly 10. So now though you cannot hold that as a thing in KL's defense that he's not been getting a consistent
he's gotten a
position to bat.
consistent run.
Now though, in fact, as we heard from the players as well, KL Rahul was somebody players were going to on that England
asking
tour
for advice,
because he's the one who's been there a couple of times and knows what it is like to play that moving ball.
Exactly. So,
Not that the ball moved much. I mean,
Yeah, now it didn't.
maybe that's why the advice worked.
yeah. Naveen Narayan is like saying, even here they gave captainship to Gill very early. Rahul and Iyer should have the title. Gill hardly takes responsibilities even in ODIs. He's too rushed.
I am very surprised they didn't go to Iyer, but I think again the same thing.
Injury.
No, not injury. One captain across formats.
That was
That is the main and only reason. One captain across formats. We'll have them play every single game and flog him like a dead horse.
Yeah.
Some levels I feel bad for Gill also. Poor guy. No one, I'm sorry, the concept of an all format player should be done and dusted.
Yeah.
There are very few who made it look effortless. Kohli,
and all format captains.
all
People
format
would-
captains especially.
People would say coach as well now, given how global cricket is.
Agree.
I mean, Brendan McCullum is trying, but he's failing.
That's the point, which shows
Yeah.
you that England actually were ahead of the curve. Then Baz came and took them right back.
Exactly.
Baz.
No, the curve flattened.
The curve flattened and then it flatlined.
It flatlined, yes.
GGK says November 19 का बदला लेगा KL
In 2027.
With
You're
something.
saying everything November 19. If KL had played this knock in November 19.
19, it would have been a
Would've
different
been
story
quite a different
altogether. Yeah.
It's not quite November 19 today.
Yeah. Yeah, that it was 66 of 107.
30
Here it
odd
is
overs you
112.
went
A
without
half century
boundary,
that no one
yaar.
remembers. And which everyone really pans him for.
Yeah. How ironic.
How many overs was that? So that 30 odd overs you went without a boundary.
From over number 11 to over number 40, there were only 4 boundaries. Only 4. Madness. 10 over.
Piyush Nande's the single star slightly up. Please scroll. He says that KL Rahul would be a better captaincy choice than Shubman. Just imagine keeper and number 6 finisher as captain in the World Cup. You know what happened last time this was the combination.
Oh.
He
He's
was the
not
captain
there.
in the previous series, by the way.
Standing.
No, but last time there was a captain was
15.
15.
MS.
That was a very
That's
poor World
semi-finals.
And 19, he wasn't the captain, but he
But
was there.
there.
And he was not a
So they
finisher,
got-
he was finished.
Yeah. And before that, he was not in 11 when you won. He was not number 6. He came out to bat
Number
at 4.
4. Yeah.
Final.
Otherwise, he was mostly coming out at 6.
Five.
5, 6. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, so much khichdi, 11, 15 and all of that. Rehne do. 27 fresh, clean slate.
Vaibhav, what does he say?
Vaibhav Palage, the next series of ODIs will be against Afghanistan in June, 3 matches, and it will be a task for Rohit, Gill, Kohli and KL to bat against Noor, Rashid, Ghazanfar and Nabi on Indian pitches.
That could present a bit of a challenge, but I
They
don't
have
think
been
exactly.
handled very well by the Indian team in
Exactly.
the Asia Cup in the T20.
I don't doubt that. They might pose a little bit of a challenge, but it's not like, again, this isn't 1990s India where you start getting spin-friendly decks.
Yeah.
You get flat as pancake and they're going to do just fine in those kind of pitches.
Exactly.
And by the way, that talk, and which I think is Abhishek Sable also saying, and I kind of agree. It's best not to look at KL as captain, because I think one of the big reasons why he doesn't perform with the bat, I think that pressure just adds on to it. He's given up his captaincy. He had a chance to captain in IPL, but he's given up on that, and it's worked well for him.
Yeah, as a player, yes.
Delhi Capitals will endorse it.
Totally.
We all
So
remember
keep
what he
him
did to Punjab.
Punjab, yeah. LSG also.
LSG leave Punjab main.
Punjab, man. But then there also he was hamstrung by he and Mayank Agarwal. That's it. And Chris Gayle. Nicky P was still not the Nicky P.
And he was hamstrung by Punjab's rubbish management. Simple,
yeah.
as.
Simple.
They did not build teams. Your 3 best batters were all openers.
Like, this has been a quite different Punjab.
Yeah,
They had
Thanks
a good
to
team,
Sarpanch
reached the
ji.
final, did not release much.
As much to Ricky
Fairly
Ponting
shocked in
also.
the auction. They've kept that.
Sarpanji and Ponting
Less
really.
so Sarpanji. I agree that he had no role in squad building.
Yeah, squad building.
But he captained the troops well. And the squad building, I will give full credit to. You're talking about Nicky P. Give it to Ricky P.
Ricky P, yeah. Australian Kings really do well sometimes.
You have to give credit to Ricky.
The Adelaide
I
Kings.
don't know 6 years.
What
why.
happened to Ricky P? With,
Yeah, exactly.
he took you to final.
Yes,
And
he
who was
did.
the captain then?
Yes, he did. Shreyas.
Shreyas.
Exactly. Your fault. You backed Rishabh Pant.
Exactly.
KKR, it worked out well for KKR and now it's working out well for Punjab Kings. What could have been?
Okay, we'll take your leave. Thank you.
They're defending this
They
total.
very easily, if they get Daryl Mitchell.
Defending.
They can. They don't chase that well. I mean, in Rajkot, that's why. Going by past records.
I'm going India win, but a slender win this will be.
Close game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also saying same thing.
Yeah, close game, but India are
but
winning.
India
I'll
winning.
play devil's advocate.
Oh.
Because I'm saying, I agree, pitch is not easy to bat on. Later in the evening could get bat on. And in today's day and age, to defend sub 300 is not easy in ODIs. New Zealand really have to also commit blunders to lose.
If they had most of their senior batters,
Maybe
they
would
would have chased. There's no Latham, there's no Ravindra, which is why.
I'm factoring in the inexperience also over here. A couple of wickets in the middle overs and on a wicket which is not so batter friendly. There's a bit of.
See, you got your 3 major batters at the top in Devon Conway, and you've got even Henry Nichols.
Nichols has come good.
And the more important bit, Daryl Mitchell. He
X
holds the
factor,
key.
The X factor in India
Yeah,
for New Zealand.
he does, he
He's
does.
averaging 55 in his last 5 games against India.
Plus
In
200s.
Prediction, I see a big knock by Darren Mitchell today.
That's a
Nice. Yeah, won't be surprised.
Distance of a century last time around.
85.
Won't be.
Okay,
surprised.
we'll see you. It's 3v1. I'm the only one who's
Yeah.
picked anyway. We'll see.
We'll
how the
see.
game pans out.
Yeah.
Also, see, India's also not got their best bowling attack.
Yeah, they don't have that
There's
many
no
spinners.
Bumrah there. I think Kuldeep could be the key. He could, trouble them.
See, New Zealand played 3
There's no
spinners.
Hardik.
No Hardik there.
New Zealand played 3, India just have 2. And one could be a part-timer if you want to.
Nitish.
Yeah.
Nitish, yeah, but then 4 pacers, that's what is hitting me. I mean, 4 pacers on a Rajkot wicket. I mean, when was the last time I saw that? You got Harshit, Siraj, Prasidh, Nitish, then 2 spinners. Here, New Zealand played 3 spinners.
And
And the ball was stopping on the wicket.
And also they were using the cutters to good effect.
Yeah.
The pacers. So let's see if they can do that as well.
It was.
Okay, see you
See you for the post-match.
3.5 hours from now.
Yeah, 3
Unless
and
they
a half.
have a collapse. Then they are
Exactly.
Siraj to the rescue.
Yes.
Maybe he thinks it's Sri Lanka.
AP Dillon.
Lanka.
Yes.
Maybe he thinks it's Sri Lanka.
released.
AP Dillon.
It had to be a cup
See you
final
guys.
then.
Take care.
Yeah. See you.